Welcome to Soul Fuel. Picture this, it's 11:47 p.m. And you're replaying the 3-word text you sent at 2:13 p.m. Sounds good, thanks. Wondering if the period landed too harsh, if it implied a subtle disdain, or if you should have used an exclamation mark instead. Meanwhile, your phone battery is at a terrifying 4%, your essay is due in 8 hours, and you still haven't even picked a title, let alone written a single word. If that mental loop feels intimately familiar, let me tell you, you're not broken, you're just stuck in the sticky quicksand of overthinking that keeps a staggering 73% of adults awake at least once a week. But here's the good news, and trust me, it's really good. Today, we're not just poking at that trap, we're snapping it wide open with 3 ridiculously simple yet powerful moves you can start using before this video even wraps up. Intro. Hey, I'm Alex, and I'm the guy who once spent 20 minutes in the dairy aisle comparing yogurt brands because, and I quote, calcium is a commitment. Yeah, I know. My brain used to be a full-time, unpaid intern for the what-if department. No therapy couch, no complicated jargon, no airy-fairy affirmations, just the raw, practical stuff that actually yanked me out of my own skull and shoved me back into my actual life. Ready to reclaim some mental real estate? Let's roll. Section 1, the 5-minute rule. Alright, first up, the 5-minute rule. This one's a game changer for anyone caught in paralysis by analysis. Here's how it works: you set a timer for precisely 5 minutes. During those 5 minutes, you grab a pen and paper, or open a blank document, whatever works, and you furiously scribble down every single option, every scenario, every tiny decision you're currently juggling. We're talking fish tacos or veggie wrap, moving to Portugal or just rearranging your sock drawer, texting your ex or finally unsubscribing from that email list. Absolutely no judgment, just get it all out. When that buzzer hits, you must circle one option. Just one. And then? You move. No second guessing, no agonizing, no going back to compare the pros and cons again. Researchers at UC Santa Barbara actually found that these short, bounded decision windows cut cortisol, that stress hormone, by a significant 22%. Your brain, believe it or not, loves a deadline. Give it one, and it stops auditioning every possible future, freeing you from the endless loop of what-ifs. Section 2, the parking lot brain dump. Next, let's talk about the parking lot brain dump. Overthinking often feels like your thoughts are trapped in short-term memory, bouncing around your head like relentless pop-up ads you can't close. It's exhausting, right? So, grab a sticky note, yes, a literal sticky note. Write down the worry, the nagging thought, the thing that's currently renting space in your head for free. Then, here's the magic, you literally label it. Something like, Friday 4 p.m. worry time. Now, stick that note somewhere visible, like your bathroom mirror or your fridge. When that thought inevitably tries to resurface throughout the day, you simply tell yourself, calmly and firmly, it's parked. I'll deal with it at 4 p.m. on Friday. A 2022 Canadian study showed that externalizing worries like this drops rumination, that circular, unproductive thinking, by a remarkable 31% within just 2 weeks. You're not ignoring the problem, you're scheduling it. You're giving your brain permission to release it for now, so the rest of your day stays wide open for actual living, for productive work, for genuine connection, instead of being held hostage by anxiety. Section 3, the 3-question filter. Now, for the ultimate circuit breaker, the 3-question filter. Before you even start to spiral, before that familiar anxious knot forms in your stomach, just ask yourself these 3 pointed questions. 1. Is this within my control right now? 2. What's the next smallest action I can take in the next 5 minutes? 3. If my best friend had this exact thought, what would I say to them? If the answer to question number 1 is a resounding no, then congratulations, you've just skipped the entire mental theater production. You can let it go. There's no point in stressing over what you can't change in this moment. If question number 2 exists, And there's almost always a tiny, actionable step, then do it immediately. Send that email, book that appointment, drink that glass of water, stand up and stretch. Just move. And finally, question number 3 is pure gold because it hijacks the compassion circuit we so rarely use on ourselves. We're often our own harshest critics, right? But what would you tell your best friend? You'd likely offer kindness, perspective, and a dose of reality. Practice daily, this filter shrinks decision fatigue, builds self-trust faster than any gratitude journal ever could, and helps you focus on what truly matters, productive reflection, not endless rumination. Mini CTA, seriously, try just one of these techniques before you scroll away. Then, hop into the comments and tell me which step felt the least impossible for you. I read and reply to every early bird because your wins, your breakthroughs, are what keep me making these videos. Section 4, Physical Pattern Break. Lastly, let's talk about the physical pattern break. Overthinking isn't just in your head, it's a full-body event. Think about it: shallow breath, a jaw locked tight enough to crack walnuts, shoulders hunched, and your thumbs scrolling at turbo speed through endless feeds. It's a physical manifestation of mental stuckness. To break that loop, you need to physically interrupt the pattern. Stand up. Right now. Exhale slowly, deeply, like you're trying to fog up a mirror. Then, do something intensely physical for 60 seconds. Sprint to the mailbox and back, do 10 wall push-ups, or even just march in place with high knees. Movement forces your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for complex thought, to switch from hypothetical forecasting to real-time coordination. In plain English, your brain literally can't replay Friday's awkward silence while it's busy keeping you from face-planting on the carpet. 10 reps, 60 seconds, and that thought loop snapped. You've rebooted your nervous system and brought yourself back to the present. Conclusion. So, let's quickly recap. We've got the 5-minute rule to kill decision paralysis and get you moving, the parking lot brain dump to clear your mental queue and schedule worries, the 3-question filter to focus your energy on what you can control, and a quick physical pattern break to reboot your nervous system and snap you out of a spiral. You can stack them in order, mix and match, or pick your favorite. The goal isn't perfection here, it's momentum. Tonight, when your brain inevitably tries to direct the 3-hour director's cut of What If I Fail, you'll actually have a remote with working batteries. You'll have the power to change the channel. Hit the comments, share your go-to move, and if you want more short, science-backed escapes from your own head, make sure to subscribe. Now go eat those fish tacos, life's genuinely too short to still be reading the menu.